Hi, I'm Jen Mitch. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be filming for you my flawless everyday foundation routine. How I get my face to stay sweat proof in this Florida heat. So if you want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching. For the purpose of this video, I've decided to film my eyes off camera. If you want a tutorial on how I do my eyebrows, just comment below and I will film one of those for you guys. So we're going to start out with primer. For primer today, I'm going to be using the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. It's a mattifying primer and blurring. That's my type of shit I fuck with. So I'm just going to put that all over my face, try not to get it on my eyebrows. So let me take my nose ring out. I always take my nose ring out before I do my makeup because I don't want to get, ow, that fucking hurt. I just don't want to get makeup all over it because it's just easier to put it back in and take makeup off of it. And if you see me looking over there, it's because that's where my mirror is. Okay, now that this primer is on our skin. Foundation today, I'm going to be using the best foundation ever. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. Now, I'm oily as hell. I fucking live in Florida. I don't got time to be sweating during the day, at night, none of that. Like, I don't want to be blotting my face. I don't want to be carrying extra makeup around. So let me tell you, this foundation prevents that from happening. It's waterproof, it's long wear, it's full coverage, it's matte, and it's oil free. I have sensitive skin. I cannot put extra oil on my skin or else I will break out. And this is one of the few foundations that doesn't make me break out. The only thing about this foundation is it dries hella fast. So usually I will do half my face and then I'll do the other half my face instead of just putting the foundation all over my face. And I am in the color, I am in the shade 10. Just like a, I don't know, like a golden brown. And when I first put it on, it's actually a little too light, but it does oxidize. It's slightly darker. I like to put it on with a brush first, and then I smooth it out with a beauty blender. Honestly, sometimes I rub it in with my hands, but that's a little messy. So I'll just do like half my face like that. And then my eyebrows are already done, so I just go around my eyebrows, and I also go down that half of my nose and my neck. As I said, when I put it on, it looks just slightly too light for me. But once it's blended and it settles, it actually gets darker. I always get makeup in my hairline. Like, it's inevitable. I can't help it. And this is a super full coverage foundation. I use half of one pump only because it's during the day. If I was like doing night, I'd do like 3 pumps at night. Now I'll do the other half. Literally like half of one pump of makeup. Yeah, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I make the ugliest fucking faces when I'm doing my makeup. Like, the ugliest. And one thing I like about this foundation too is I love makeup. I love buying makeup. I love owning makeup. I love playing in makeup. But I don't like having makeup on my fucking face. Like, when you have on makeup and it feels like you're wearing a lot of makeup, I do not like that feeling. But at the same time, I do have a lot of dark spots from previously having acne. So I feel like I need a full coverage foundation. I literally be putting foundation all over my fucking lips. Bomb. I already just look 10 times fucking better and all I've done in my foundation. So now that the whole foundation is all over my face, I just like to blend it out and smooth it with a damp beauty blender. And this one I just go all over because it's already practically dried. So I just like to press it into my skin. Get that neck. Like, you literally do not want to be one of those people who your makeup cuts off right here and it's not blending with your neck. You're gonna look fucking crazy. So just make sure, if you don't do anything, even if you don't blend that shit properly, get your neck. My sideburns there. All the foundation is into our skin. Now what I'm actually going to do before I do all of that, before I do highlight or contour, I'm actually going to set this foundation. And to set it, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the color 35 Deep. Like, one thing you're going to notice is after every step, we are going to set our foundation. And I don't use too much because I don't want to look cakey or like too dry. If you do have dry skin, this foundation is probably not going to be the best foundation for you. And this used to be my night foundation for like when I go out, but I'm so oily that I have to use it during the day too. But I also do have other foundations that I use during the day. Okay, so now that we've set this powder, now that we've set this foundation, I can't talk today. Now that we set this foundation, we're going to highlight and contour. Now for highlighting today, I didn't fucking close this all the way. I like my highlight to be really bright. So for highlight today, we're going to be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer in the color Caramel. I actually just got this, but I'm a huge fan of NYX products. I'm just going to, everything's fucking falling. Get your life done, come on. And I'm just going to blend this out, because I always blend everything out first, using just a regular, this is a BH Cosmetics 138 brush. And then I like to go down my nose. I love contouring my nose. Like, I don't know what I was doing before I was contouring my nose, but I don't ever want to go back. Like, we should not live in a world without highlight and contour. That shit is a game changer. Like, I can't afford surgery, but I can afford concealer. So now that we have that all blended out, we're just gonna go in with our beauty blender and just make sure everything is together. All right, now we're going to contour. We're gonna actually use the same Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, and it's in the shade Deep Walnut. Trying to figure out how I want to apply this. I'm going to use this brush right here. This is a e.l.f. contouring brush. Yo, e.l.f. has like some of the best brushes. Like, I don't even care about the price because I know they're not expensive, and the e.l.f. really has And I'm also gonna go over it again with powder. I set everything with powder. So I'm actually not gonna do too much, and I just get a little bit on my forehead. And my nose. So I'm gonna blend out my nose first. Okay. Blend it out on the forehead. I also like to get on my temples, just to, so what contouring does is it warms your face up after you put like all that foundation and make your face super flat. I always like to do my cheeks like that so I can see where the bone is. I'm just gonna take the same brush that I used to blend out the concealer, and I'm just gonna go over it like that. That's because I like my nose to be super subtle. I don't like it to be too contoured. Boom. And of course, we're gonna take our beauty blender and make sure everything is pressed into the skin and melted together. I don't know what that was. Okay. Ooh, we coming together here. I'm making something shake and bake. All right. That was ratchet. That was hella ratchet. I know I keep like throwing this hair back, but it's like this headband. What the fuck do you do? Like, it's not holding no hair back at all. Now that we're done with all of that, it is my favorite part. Yes, we about to fucking bake. Now the powder that I like to bake with is this the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder. And what I do is I take this little sponge. It's a Real Techniques sponge. Real Techniques has a lot of different types of sponges. And so I take this sponge and I put it everywhere that I want to highlight. Everywhere that I highlighted. And I just put it in. Like, and I look like Santa Claus. For a straight moment here, you're about to look fucking crazy. But I promise this is a necessary fucking step. Like, baking, and I always put it on the corners of my nose. Baking is what literally keeps you from melting. Like, and I say melting because if you're oily, you know what I mean when I say melting. So I be putting a lot. So my oily ass face can just absorb all this good setting powder. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm like really fucking happy. I'm doing too much. And I just leave this in for like a couple seconds. I'll go back over it again, make sure I'm pressing this shit in to my skin. Then once it kind of looks like this, or usually what I'll do is, I'm actually one of those people that do my foundation first. I just did my eyes first for the purpose of this video because I like to bake while I'm doing my eyes. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm actually gonna take a brush, just another BH Cosmetics brush, BH Cosmetics 108 brush, and I'm just going to brush all the all the excess setting powder off. Ow. I'm just gonna brush it off. Now I know what you're thinking. Some of our contour just disappeared. Don't fret, we're gonna set that too. This palette, I've had this palette for so fucking long. This palette has been through so much with me. So many moves. This is the OG, of course, the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. Mine is in deep. I actually only have the powder palette, but it's the only one that I need because I use concealer. And sometimes I don't even use concealer to do my contour. I just literally only use the powder because it's such a good color. But I'm gonna take the one, of course, that I hit pan on. I'm gonna take these two colors and I kind of like to mix them together. And it's just like a brown and like a darker brown. And I just do like a little dip into the darker brown. And I just go like that. And yo, funny story. This is a e.l.f. This is a e.l.f. Blush brush, and the end fell off of it. But I was like, yo, this shit is bomb. Like, I actually like it just like this. I might just take the end off the other one. Blend everything out. And then for my nose, I don't mix them together. I just use the lighter one. And that's what I use for my nose. All right. And then for this last part right here, this is key. It's a major key alert. I take my Real Technique sponge and I actually take some more of that setting powder. And I go like this. I like literally, I'm about to create a little jawbone. I got this like little trick from Kylie Jenner. I'm gonna tell you it works. Bitch, that shit works. All right, and now while that's just setting in, I'm going to do my blush. I'm going to use a Morphe palette. I just got it. Oh. This is so beautiful. I don't know if you can really actually see the colors, but baby, this palette looks beautiful. I'm excited. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. blush brush, the one with the actual fucking stick on it, and I'm gonna dip it into this orange color called Provocative. And I'm only gonna do a little bit of it. I just blow off the excess, and then I smile. Oh, that's pretty. All right, to the other side. There's a hair on my face, okay. Oh, that is so pretty. I just feel like it makes me look more like, I don't know, like a golden goddess. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of this golder color called Beat. Provocative is matte, and I like everything matte. Everything. Like, I don't like a lot of glitter on my face, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, just a tiniest bit, just to make it a little more glittery. And then I'm going to take that same powder brush that I use, the BH Cosmetics 108 brush, and I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm just gonna wipe off the excess of this. And I'm just gonna also just like use it to just kind of, I don't know, I guess kind of like tone my face down a little bit, just to make sure everything's blended together. And it just helps with defining your contour too. Like, it's so defined. Now that we're done with all of that, so since I'm out here just giving y'all major keys, I'm gonna put y'all on this right here. This right here. So I use two setting powders. I use the Urban Decay, and then I use the Smashbox. The first one I like to use is the Smashbox, and I use this to get my face like a little wet so I can do my highlighter because it comes out better. But when I tell you this, it just helps all your makeup just like blend, like melt together. I like to just spray it a little bit first, and then, oh. What the fuck was that? That wasn't even spraying towards me. Okay. Let's try that again. Just drench your face in it. I like to use my hand. Fan it out. Okay, and when it's just a little bit wet still, I'm gonna take a BH Cosmetics concealer brush or something. Out, fucking out. I'm gonna use the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Actually, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in the color Awesome Blossom. I do just a little bit. And I like to just do just a little bit. Like I said, I don't like a lot of glitter on my face. And I just like to go like that, just to make it like a little subtle glow. Ooh, okay. Come through with the glow, the glow, the glow. Bomb. I don't know if you can see it on this side, but fucking bomb. Wet n Wild actually did a good job with this one. And I just put a little bit on my nose. Just mainly at the tip of my nose. And I'll just like a little dip, just like that. And I'll literally blow most of it off. And I like to just go like that on my forehead and just basically almost everywhere I put like actual concealer for highlighter. Okay, honey, make it work. And I'm just gonna take that same powder brush and just tone everything down a little bit. And once all that is done, the final step, you cannot have the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation and not use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Like, you need them. You need it. You want it. You gotta have it. You want your makeup to last all day. You don't want to sweat out here. You don't want to look greasy. You don't want the Crisco face. This will get rid of that Crisco face. I'm about to literally drench my face in this shit. When I say I love this setting spray, I love it. So that's it for my face routine. I'm gonna actually go do my lips off camera, and then I'll come back when it's all done and I'll show you the finished look. So I'm back with the finished look. I put my nose ring back in. I did my lips. For my lips, I used the MAC Cork lip liner and the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in Latte, and I just put a nude gloss over that. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Your support means everything, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.